Hey guys, so as you see in the background, what I had just done was finished up dimpling the entire long skin for the right wing, and I'm now beginning to hang them all on the ribs to do the deed of actually getting the right wing all riveted up and ready to go. I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you a little bit about dimples. So I had a number of people talk to me about the difference between a compression style dimpler and a impact dimpler. So of course the two devices I'm talking about are the C-frame tool, which is the common tool that most people use to create the dimples, and the DRDT2, or a squeezer dimple as created out of the squeezer. So I think the common thread or the common impression is that the impact dimpler imparts a more pure, nicer, cleaner dimple because of the suddenness of the forming, whereas the compression dimpler, because it is a slower form, doesn't produce as nice of a dimple. I don't know that I agree with that. So as of me filming this portion of the video, I have yet to test this either way. I haven't tested it yet. I've got the stuff over there. I'm getting ready to test it, and I will do the rest of the filming. So right now, though, my opinion is, and we'll see if I'm wrong, is that that's just not the case. Your dimple dies are going to determine what your dimple looks like. Whether it's an impact dimple or whether it's a compression dimple, the end result should be identical. Now, I think the reason that I went with a compression dimpler like the DRDT2 is that you get a consistency across all of your thousands and thousands of dimples, whereas with the impact dimpler, I mean, you as a human being can be as consistent as you can humanly be and still not be very consistent. So as of right now, my opinion is that the compression dimpler is probably the better product simply because of the consistency of the dimple, and the impact dimpler doesn't actually impart a better dimple just because it's a fast impact. But we'll see. So let's go test that and see what we come up with. Okay, so here we have the three contenders for this little competition. We have our compression style dimpler, which uses an arm that is hinged and under great pressure, by the way, to do the work. We have a custom built C-frame, which again has the driver tool down here, and then you whack it with a hammer. I do have a rubber mallet as well, but I was told to use metal because it delivers a better impact. And for measure, I thought I would go ahead and add the squeezer as well. I don't know that the squeezer is going to be any different than this guy, but just in case, I figured I'd include it so that we can have a thorough test and have a good outcome. As a test piece, I've got this piece of skin that I've drilled a number of holes in that I figured we could do evenly spaced holes and then a couple close spaced holes just to see how it comes out. So I'm going to go ahead and set it up. I'm going to go through and create all the dimples on this sheet, and then what I thought I would do is on maybe the farthest most dimple, I'm going to try to over dimple to see what it looks like if you do too much, and then maybe on the other side under dimple or something, so that we can kind of see the extremes, what it looks like when you hit it too hard or you squeeze too hard, and what it looks like when you underdo it. That I think will give us a good range of correct and incorrect dimples. The other thing is a couple of these dimples are really close together. I do have my Avery dimple dies here. I may end up using the smaller female on a couple of these close ones, just so I can then get a test between the difference between the fat female and the thin female to see if there's any difference at all. I don't know. And go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into that, do that right quick, and then I'll give you the results. Okay, results. So I'm going to try to take pictures of this and display them behind me so that you can actually see at various different angles what it is I'm seeing. So at the very beginning of this, I had said that my theory was that the compression dimpler should provide the exact same results as the impact dimpler. And I think I might have theorized, I forget, it's been several days, but I think I also had the theory that one of the reasons people wanted the impact dimpler to be more effective than the compression dimpler was simply due to cost. The impact dimpler is way cheaper than the compression dimpler. Well, my results seem to back up my theory. Honestly, I thought it was really based on your dies. If you're using the same dies across all the same devices, then the results should be identical, and that's what I'm seeing. The impact dimpler did a good job, surprisingly. Like when I tried, so this line of rivets here, I tried like heck to over dimple. I mean, I whacked it hard. I put a couple extra shims in the compression one, and I cranked it down. And with the squeezer, I mean, you know, there's only so many PSI in the thing, so it can only do so much. So really, I couldn't over dimple. I tried to over dimple, but I wasn't able to. Even when I hit the impact dimpler, I think is the one that would have been the most over, and I pounded the crap out of it, and you can't tell. The other normal dimples, both compression, impact, and squeezer, all look identical. The under squeezed, which are the ones over here on the far left, you can definitely tell they're under squeezed. There's a little bit of a billowing or pillowing on either side or around the dimple, and you can just take one look at it and see, yeah, those are underdone. Interestingly, though, one of the impact dimples that I tried to do as a normal hole, and I'll circle it here, I also under dimpled that one. I didn't hit it quite hard enough. And this was part of the reason that I originally got the compression dimpler, was because of consistency. I did not do that intentionally. But that was one of the things that I had theorized, that is humanly possible. You can try to be consistent, and well, you're human. You're not going to be 100% consistent. And I thought the compression dimpler would actually help with that. And sure enough, that's the case. I did not fake that to prove a point. It's what actually happened. Also, these middle row of where I used the smaller female, identical to the bigger female. There was no difference at all. So there you go, guys. The original question was, does the C-frame impact dimpler create a more consistent or better, cleaner dimple because of that sudden impact? No. It really comes down to your dies. If your dies are good, your dimples are good. If your dies suck, your dimples suck. Consistency-wise, I think just that lever arm on the compression dimpler is going to be infinitely more consistent, or the squeezer where you can use it. You can't use it everywhere, obviously, because there's just not a yoke long enough to go through the entire skin. The C-frame, though, as effective as that is, it's certainly a cost-effective solution. Is it the best solution? No, not really. It's not any better or any worse, really. I think I could easily go back over this one that I incidentally or accidentally rather under dimpled, to just give it a good whack, and it would dimple it just fine. So there you go. I hope that answers everybody's question. If it does, please give this video a thumbs up and a like, and I'll see you guys next time.